Bar Harbor, Maine is a peaceful town for the most part that hosts many fantastic boating events all the way to hiking in the most beautiful hills of Maine. Investigators were shocked to find this tragic news. At Ghost Town University, there was a man in his early 20s that was found dead outside his frat house. Danny Phantom was studying the sciences and had a bright future ahead of him. We will now see what his college friends who saw him last have to say.
Next, we're interviewing Cindy Vortex, girlfriend of Danny Phantom. What was your relationship with Danny?
Danny was my boyfriend of, I think, 5 years now, and we've gotten really close over these past couple years, and we went to every single frat party together. And then he's gone now.
What was your relationship with his best friend, Sam?
Oh my gosh, I cannot stand her. She's always trying to hang out with Danny, but I'm his girlfriend, so like put me first, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. What time did you last see Danny?
It was probably around like 1:30 after midnight. And I got really tired and I wasn't feeling good, so I left.
Were you and Danny in any sort of fight recently?
No, except for the fact that he always hangs out with his BFF, who can't be me too.
And other than that, there's no other fights or problems with you and Danny?
No.
Okay, thank you. We're interviewing Sam Manson, Danny Phantom's best friend. Were you at the party, Sam?
Yeah, I went to the party originally with Danny, and his girlfriend Cindy showed up a little bit later, and we kind of separated a little bit after that because Cindy doesn't like me very much.
So what is your relationship with Danny?
We've been best friends for a long time, and it's always been like a close relationship, but since Cindy doesn't like me that much, it's been kind of weird lately.
All right, and did you see anything weird or anything specific at the party?
There was one girl I saw talk to Danny for a little bit. I didn't really see anything too much. There was nothing like that significant, but he looked a little nervous after talking to her, and I didn't really think it was important until everything that happened afterwards.
So do you know who this girl was?
I honestly have no idea. The party kind of just got old and it was boring and we left.
So at the crime scene, we found a cup in Danny's hand, and we matched the fingerprints to the student database system, and we found 2 fingerprints. One happened to be Danny's, and the other one happened to be yours. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
Well, I mean, secretly we were kind of seeing each other on the side, so he asked me to go get him a drink, and I brought him a drink,
So we did pull your recent medical records, and we did find that your doctor had prescribed OxyContin to you. When we did the autopsy on Danny, we found traces of OxyContin in his bloodstream, and they were at lethal amounts. So did Danny's girlfriend seem suspicious recently of your affairs?
I mean, she's a little too dumb to recognize something like that.
Well, is there anything else you want to tell us?
Well, I killed him. I did.
Okay. And can we know why?
Because he wouldn't break up with her.
And you got jealous?
I mean, that's not really what you call it, because I can't get jealous over someone like her.
All right. Thank you. Were you and Danny in any fights?
No, other than the fact that he just hangs out with Lauren more than me.
So close! Anything specific about the girl maybe you could tell me that would help us identify her?
Oh, I'm supposed to say just
Did you slip anything into his drink? Next we will be interviewing Trixie Tang. Trixie, what was your relationship to Danny?
I looked at you.
Oh no.
Next, we'll be interviewing Trixie Tang. Trixie, how did you know Danny?
Well, Danny was dating Cindy for a while, and I can't do this. I can't do this.
Oh.
Next, we'll be interviewing Trixie Tang. Trixie, what was your relationship to Danny?
Well, you see, wait, what?
With him. We will now see what his college friends who saw him last have to say.
Look at my Pop-Tart.